Good morning everyone and hello to all my friends out there. Welcome to the Buloke Library Service story time. Today I'm going to be reading you a story called Emily Green's Garden, and this one is by Penny Harrison and Megan Forward. Emily Green lived in a perfectly lovely house in a perfectly lovely street. It was the kind of street where people were always busy and bustling, hurried and hustling. Everyone kept their houses nice and neat, their front porches spick and span, and their street ship-shape. Every day Emily Green and her parents scrubbed and dusted and polished until their whole house sparkled from top to bottom. It was perfectly lovely. But Emily Green was tired of being neat and tidy. She wanted to play and explore and create. She wanted to make some mess. Then one day, as she swept the pavement outside, a flicker of green caught her eye. There, growing between the pavers, was a tiny seedling. Emily Green felt a spark of curiosity. The next day she came home from the library with a pile of books and gathered everything she would need. Carefully she pulled the seedling from the ground and planted it. Slowly the little seedling grew, and so did the spark in Emily Green. At first her parents were delighted. "What beautiful shades of green," her mother said. "Smells charming in here," said her father. Emily Green was enchanted. She burrowed her fingers in the dirt to plant seeds. She plucked berries to eat in bed and flowers to wear in her hair. She hid among the leaves. But before long, she started to develop some peculiar habits. And as time passed her ideas grew wilder. Even some of the neighbours were complaining. Finally, Emily Green's parents decided the garden had to go. "We just don't have the room," her mother said. "This kind of garden belongs outside," her father said. Emily Green looked through the window to the street outside. She remembered the little seedling she had found growing between the cracks, and she wondered. The next morning, Emily Green and her parents scrubbed and dusted and polished until the whole house sparkled from top to bottom. Then they stepped into the street outside. No one was busy and bustling. No one looked hurried or hustling. Instead, children played happily with each other. People sat and chatted, and neighbours sipped cups of tea in the morning sun. And it was perfectly lovely. How was that story about planting some plants outside and enjoying the sunshine? I wonder if you have a garden at home, or if you might be able to start one. We'll see you next time.